Wasn't. It was muted. Hello. Currently muted on Discord. But yeah. This is a lead. Yo, don't dox yourself. Verse Champ.
What's up?
On Robin. I want physical damage and attack, right? I just want to like
Honestly,
stack
going for attack is probably better.
on the planet sphere.
Probably. Just keep in mind, I'm using attack, so it's probably good.
Bias?
Is that bias?
Yeah.
I mean, you found it good, and you do use it.
Wait, do I
So-
want
I've
speed
been
boots on
using it
her?
very long. I don't know if I've used it long enough to develop a bias, but sure.
Champ.
A
What's
slight
that?
bias, but some bias.
Do I want speed boots on her?
Probably. I'm using speed boots, but I don't suggest it. Gambling.
Alright.
Gambling. Damn it.
Main's the local gambler.
IPC has failed me.
Local gambler of the court.
So the only reason you would want speed boots is if you don't have enough speed to move first.
Hmm.
You also get energy faster, but it doesn't really matter that much. Oh my god! Nihility. I always give the enemy Nihility because Nihility is so easy to counter because Nihility sucks. Pouring rain.
Oh, I like this song. This is Welcome to My World. Yeah, let me also as they might say, ping the Discord.
And tap your feet, look, stars are near when you feel the beat. We're bound for a greater height.
Radio. All that stuff. I feel like I could get enough speed without
Do keep in mind that she also has an action forward of 25%.
No, yeah, I don't think I need speed boots actually. Okay, speed substat boots, yeah. Imagine these gloves only get spec'd to break effects. That'd be crazy. It wouldn't happen though. Right?
Attack percent's more important than speed.
Damn. Look at these gloves.
I had the same thing happen with effect when I was wearing it for her.
She's gonna have quick break, I guess. Extras. Let me up this a bit. Okay, speed. Damage. I don't think that's useful. And got HP substat. What does this spec do?
I only have 10,000 shield on each kit of my characters.
Let's go.
What do you have?
I only did 1,000,000 damage using my resonance effect. Aw,
Oh,
damn.
a million? Oh,
You could've done more.
man.
it actually does not do all that much. I'm in Conundrum 4, buddy. It's bad. I'm gonna absolutely.
Okay, attack percent.
Is only one of these imaginary? God damn.
Crit damage.
Yangqing's
Okay.
action is action forwarded. How much damage do you think this is gonna do? To me? How much damage do you think Yangqing is gonna do to me?
367,000? Question mark?
I hope I can just murder him in time. I don't think I can. Maybe? What?
Hello.
Hello, don't dox yourself.
26.
Why? But I wanted to.
Well, do it at your own risk. I'm not held
Yangqing?
accountable. Alright,
So I
same
get
thing.
2 turns before I get absolutely murdered.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm in the hospital somehow.
Funky.
Oh, Cronus appeared.
Spoiler. Well, I could assume that he would appear, but still.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
He's
but
literally the guy you're supposed
No.
to defeat.
don't say too much about it, though.
If you want to know, watch.
I don't want to know. That's why I'm not watching.
Oh, I died. Doesn't matter.
Do you even have the game?
I'm planning on getting it once I get more money.
Yeah, I'm using
What does she look?
not my own copy. Hmm.
Let's go, Space Time Prism.
Oh. No, that's not a bad idea. Jafar's a good guy.
Who?
Kipper. The big
Chip,
red
chip.
dog. Oh, hello, Hanya.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing.
We're doing how we're doing.
Doing better than
I
that.
love dog consider the middle answers.
Hmm? You love metal answers? I know. That's why.
Non-committal.
Non-committal? Yeah.
I want to say something very
What?
bad.
You're not committal, or you're not committal.
What is it, champ? Say it.
Say it.
Yeah,
Can't commit to it.
take it off.
I guess then-
Oh, actually, you know what? Let me do all these, because they have the things.
Spirit be gone.
Oh,
Smell of sin. Recount. Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time for a shot. Nap time. Knowing a mystic from Marstruck.
Oh, it's this one.
Order of the execute the Marstruck. Still in denial? I shall be the judge.
ooh, that's
By the
fun.
will of the ten lords' decree, hereby ordained.
That's fun.
Commencing support. Knowing a mystic from Marstruck. Recount. You can't hurt me. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Thanks for the support. Ready for another?
Good music.
Enemy data secure.
This
Network
game has
activated.
good music.
Time for a good old counterattack.
That's a good soundtrack.
Nap time. This is see. I shall be the judge.
And this
Enemy targets detected.
Another sound. Nice.
That's gonna take a long time. Is there a quicker way I can get books? Does Golden the Gears give me books?
The easiest way to get books is to do Memory of Chaos.
Enemy of Chaos, got it. Hockey statue, that's what.
One hexagrammatic.
How much have you given to our Lord and Savior, Clocky?
I think I have 30?
I'm on 23.
It's the one that gives you Dreamville Adventure. The Lycon?
Oh, yeah, 30.
I'm not
What's the
feeling
way
like
to
Mr.
farm for her?
Mr. Green.
is to get done with the story.
Or is that the way they farm for a new character is to go to new
Because that
area?
would mean that I'd be able to do the event, Hockey Dream Joy Memoir.
The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything. Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral
Okay, I'm
Express
being
to
very
pursue the Grand
reliant on
Legacy.
Quake right now,
Come
It
on,
means
isn't Quake
that
fun?
The Watchmaker's legacy holds great
but
significance to
I'm hoping that
Trailblazer
it does good.
and to you.
Oh god, not this enemy.
Elio's
Come on,
great
fight
skills
Argenti.
Argenti!
evolve and
Yeah, Argenti! Amazing! But that means you won't have to fight him.
Symbol of pure beauty.
Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech. It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. For the longest time it was how I should have looked to the rest of the world. 2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy. This is as far as I could go. That aside, there were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly, and not Sam. Thank you.
I do miss out on.
The time scale of Dreamflux Reef differs.
Oh, it's just a million
from
damage.
battle,
Let's go.
So we must be
With-
on our guard.
Yeah, with
Sensitive to my-
Adventurines follow up.
Something on your mind?
Oh, Aventurine's follow-up? I thought it would be something different.
During your
What do you think it would be?
investigation, we shared a vital piece of
Well, it doesn't
information.
make sense since you are
Okay.
doing the
Former watchmaker who
I mean,
traveled with the family
for
to
with
Tony, who
Aventurine.
we're with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons.
Yeah, go for no. This isn't a question.
But this
Hope
is
it's better.
precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly now with Firefly mentioning his name again. It's hard not to be suspicious. I hope you've regained it.
Ooh, time to go for it. Should I put Firefly on my... or not Firefly. Should I put Robin on my team? Probably not, so I'm going to do that. See how it goes. Yes, for Trace a little bit.
Don't slack off
We
even
got
if
that.
it's not music. Don't slack off even if it's not music.
Oh my. Oh, Chaos Gateway. I can finally see Chaos.
Wait, but how much per level? Then... Oh, 1.5. Alright.
Keep going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator.
Easy. Can I not talk to this trash can? What a shame. Oh, hello, bird. Yank. Who's StarCraft?
Did you also get kicked out of the beautiful dream?
I mean, this
I want to go.
battle's taking
Tell me
long,
what I should do.
but I don't know if there's a big risk of me losing. Is
Hi
all.
there, friend from a distant land. I hear the Watchmaker's legacy is bright.
Any big vagrants, huh? If I quit drinking, does she come back? Dang.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Greenflux Reed.
What if Clocky is the watchmaker?
What?
What if Clocky is the watchmaker?
Isn't Clocky confirmed to be like a character from Time's past that was opposed to the Watchmaker?
No clue.
That's slow.
We're going up.
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. And all beyond the family's reach.
How much attack do you think? Oh,
The atmosphere in
attack.
this fortress
My Robin
is
has a little bit of attack.
different from that in the beautiful dream.
5,857.
She has a little bit of attack.
When I
Good at
first saw it,
math.
I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes. What's even more bizarre is that this place
Her
is also
speed,
separated
though.
into trade and residential areas.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himiko and
Maybe
the
say
others
something.
first.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And perhaps someone knows where she is.
How level up are your traces?
Oh, and Robin?
Yeah.
4, 6, 6, 4. They're not
Not
great.
coming with us?
They're not bad either.
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later.
This may
Letting her
kill
go was
him.
the right decision. Further
Misha.
observation
Die,
is needed
Oshenti.
before we decide whether to trust
What?
her. But first, let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
I don't know what you're doing.
I murdered Argenti.
Familiar face.
Not exactly. I've only met him once. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed... We'd better check, just to be sure.
Hannah's perfect for me, and perfectly legal for me to stay.
Beat Conundrum 4 or higher. Yeah, baby.
You were the guest from before. We meet again! And
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh,
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend!
Mr. Yang, you can see him? You're still young at heart.
your memory zone mean?
no, Clocky is a good friend of mine. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This... Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes
aggressive.
messes up by fetching the wrong guess.
Teeny
But it would
bit aggressive.
never hurt anyone.
I see.
Where's the game?
Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed. Mr. Yang, the person you're
May or
looking
may
for...
not have gotten Robin already.
Is
I
it
got
Miss
her
Robin?
last night. Champ got
Just
her
as I thought.
this morning.
Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
She's not too well
If
built.
you're
I'm
looking
doing
for Miss
story.
Robin,
So you
I
got her
can lead
like
the way. She told me
essentially.
that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful dream. But its safety is
Good
unmatched.
song. Good track.
How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon. So,
All right then, we'll follow your plan.
Radio.
Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
I'm currently doing Golden Gear script. Just got done with Golden Gears, I think.
Yes, and I believe their relationship with Gallagher may run deep. Why else would they be so clandestine about their discussion? Regardless, we have to find Gallagher. Say, you mentioned before that you saw Clocky that only you could see, right?
Look, he's right here. He was with Misha at that time.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart?
Mr. Ying
Forget
is
it.
young at
It's not
heart.
important. We'd better just follow Misha.
There we go. I'm going the opposite way. What a view! Considering he has drip.
Wait.
Yeah,
Also, did you ever say don't dox yourself to Zavi?
I did. As Zavi joined.
I don't think you
And then
did.
he replied, but I
Need-
wanted to.
Did, and I replied what I always reply. I want to dox myself.
Yeah.
I want to dox myself so bad right now. Please let me dox
Everyone,
myself.
look!
I want to be
Get
a
attention.
dog.
You can, it just won't be on
Let
me.
me get attention.
I want to
Black
be
hole?
a...
An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr.
Anyway,
Yang is also
um,
versed in Memoria dynamics.
Should I
I was just trying to
spend
figure
another
out how
2
to
hours
explain
doing
this
Golden
huge
Gears?
hole to
No.
everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with
Wait,
Miss
did
Katie.
you complete
It's King.
Swarm Disaster?
I'm
I don't want to play this game anymore.
old.
I want to be free.
Uh,
I've been playing this game for
I'm
4
getting
hours.
off Katie's too.
I've been playing this game for 4 hours.
Only 4
And
hours.
actually, I was playing it for like an hour and a half this morning.
Only.
Yeah, I would get off.
What are the new ones?
Look, there she is.
Adventuring.
Oh, she's a family.
Gallagher.
My
Takavasha.
calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will
Brother
swallow the dream
Hanu.
below.
Let's go.
My hypothesis was correct.
There's
This
one
place
for
will
just
cease to
eating a
exist as the
peach.
dream devours everything. Hmm? Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place
Zavi?
is about to disappear.
What?
Nothing.
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics.
If you don't know,
and this is my
do.
life's work that I'm researching. See that
Just
huge
don't know
gaping
yet.
hole?
So if
It
you
was
don't
just a
know,
narrow
you
rift many
actually
years
do.
ago, but now it's
just
grown
don't know
into a
yet.
giant hole. The surrounding Memoria.
You don't know that
is
you
flowing
know it
towards
just
the other
yet.
end of the hole at a
Well, when you
constant
know-
velocity, slowly.
You know,
Jordan.
but you don't know that you know.
But the scary part is,
You don't.
according
You
to
just
my
don't know it yet.
calculations, the flow
Anyway,
rate of Memoria
Mr.
has
Sidian.
recently changed,
Yeah.
and it's faster than ever before. It's almost
Shh. Actually, I don't need to make
almost
this
as if
judgment
something
call
is
right now.
sucking it in from the other
I
side.
don't need to poll.
By constantly improving
just
upon
stay
Madame
with polls.
Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate
And then when the
results.
banner's over, I'll just do it.
Maybe I
as
should
a
do
poll.
some
system
polls actually.
hours, the dream
forgot I
reef
got
will
some.
cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers,
What would you poll on?
everything will crumble and disintegrate.
Robin.
The dreams on that side of the
Right.
void will
Oh
fuse
yeah,
into
because you're pulling
one.
with like not knowing that if you'll get her.
Please
Yeah.
don't worry.
I'm on 50-50.
This sort of
If I
thing
get
has
her,
happened
cool.
many times
If
before.
I don't,
If I get
Miss
I'll
60
Katie
sell it.
isn't
polls,
a bad person.
if I get
She's just
by
a
the end
bit
of this banner, I get like
lost
70
in her
polls,
own
which is not gonna
world.
happen.
She'll
I'll-
probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
You don't say. There was a
I'll pull
something
for
else
tacos.
that piqued my interest. Who is Madame
It seems like I'm
Rosalie?
going to go for a light cone.
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria Dynamics?
I have no
Yeah,
reason to pull her.
Memoria
We're
dynamics,
very interested in Madame Rosalina's
Well,
achievement.
Okay,
just
okay,
talking
but
about that.
consider Robbie.
Tell
What
us
if
a
I
little
pulled
more
for
about
Topaz right now and
Why, of
what
course.
if I got you beat?
She's an
Go for
excellent
it.
scholar
Do
Yeah.
of Memoria
No.
dynamics.
No.
Do
And
it.
the first
You guys are
person
terrible
to apply
influences.
Why
Memoria
not?
rate measurement
Why not?
methodology on interstellar travel.
Because
Weren't
what
you
if I
going to
don't
pull on
get
her
Topaz?
anyways?
Regrettably, due to the presence of the
I
burden of
I
recollection,
can't get both her
ordinary people
E1
don't pay much attention to the
and
nature of Memoria.
her light
She
cone.
departed this
Not
world
with that
Light cone-
mindset.
Is your light gun more
Journals
important than
behind.
her E1?
I came to Penacony
No,
to
they're
learn
about
more
the
about my
same.
idol, and went to
They-
great
Flip a
lengths
coin.
to seek out Dreamflux
They-
Reef. All because
Well,
this
one's
is
easier
her
to
final
get, one
resting
does
place.
more damage. They're
Prodigies
different.
always
Okay,
meet
but
their
coin
also,
is terrible
if you
idea.
do fail
Only Madame
50-50 on
Rosalina had more
Topaz,
time.
that means
She
that
would have
guaranteed
discovered a way to
game.
reverse the flow of Memoria.
Oh yeah.
I felt it. The source is in the golden hour.
Who says I'm gonna save
There's a
for
certain
Jade? Okay.
anomalous presence
You said you
stirring the
wanted
currents
Jade.
of the memory.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
must uncover more concrete
Gamblers
proof.
but
quit
save
before they hit
for
big.
3 banners.
I know, right? What?
Does the
I
name
thought he was a
Madame
gambler. I
Rosalina
thought he was a
sound
pro
familiar
gambler,
to you?
and he's just.
Yeah,
Even
I
before
would
he strikes
flip a
gold.
coin to find out what I
Before
get.
we
Just
came to
because I'm
Penacony,
a
the
gambler
conductor
does
had
not
given
mean
us
that
a
I'm
list
not
of nameless
tactical.
to look
Okay.
into.
Okay,
Her
sorry.
name was
IPC.
It seems like
Spy.
she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef
Huh?
Good luck.
before abruptly passing away.
Watch Jade also be a
Miss
gambler.
Katie regularly mentions her.
She is.
Madame Rosalina passed away
Oh.
during the prison work.
She's a gambler that doesn't gamble on
She could
absolutely
see
everything, I
Penacony of
think.
Today. It's people
Wait,
building
how's
homes in the
Robin a
memory
gambler?
zone.
Can you beep? Huh?
I bet
Robin
she'd be
game?
really happy.
No.
Then what's the connection with this
Perhaps.
game? I'll follow up.
Our destination is the
She
commercial
doesn't even have a
district.
follow-up, but she
That's
buff
where the
follows.
largest
Yeah, she does
crowds
buff
gather in
it.
Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
What does she do with this team?
Wee.
Dr. Ratio's not a gambler.
My God, my.
Unless you-
oh,
Unless you
shoot,
say
2 million?
him doing his
Let me
80%
go.
follow-up attack chance on
Alright,
his
you
skill
are
is gambling.
you are on Golden Gears though. 2 million with that crown.
What?
What? Is 2 million
Person
impressive?
said, hit 2 million with Akron. I wanted to mention also in Golden Gears, champ ended 2-4 Conundrum. Champ ended up hitting 2.6 million with Ratio.
Yeah, I was just running Elation. This is a pretty standard team.
There's a ghost!
It was Ratio, Topaz,
Oh my.
Adventuring
I'm
Robin.
human and so are you.
Um,
Can
you know what?
pick
You know
one?
what was my biggest asset
Mr.
in
Yang
that?
and Mr. Quickly.
It
Come
was
out.
the one
I
like
bumped into a member of the family
what
on
is
the
it
way
called?
here. He was so scared, and I just want.
Let me
it's
go,
the
let me
cheese
go.
pearl.
Well, this is how it turned out.
What?
You know
Yeah,
what
you shall
cheese pearl?
pay respect to March 7th.
Are you talking about
Ghost of
Curio?
Dreamflux Reef.
Me? A ghost?
Cheese pearl.
Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right.
is it?
Did you hear that? Repeat after me.
Space-time prism.
Flux Reef.
This.
You're talking
This is my.
invisible.
This was my magnum opus
If I'm not dead,
during
Yeah,
that
what
run.
am I?
That's one of the best ones.
Okay, normally Space-Time Prism isn't that good, but I'm using Premium Team right now.
You're using 4 or 5 stars, I think.
I am. All with really good.
Stop asking.
4
actually,
limited.
Monsters.
4 limited
Uh,
5 stars.
You're not
With
talking
all
about the
really good
memory
Eidolon
zone
ones.
are you?
Topaz's Eidolon one increases your crit damage by 50%.
Oh,
Adventurines increases your crit damage by 20% for the entire team. Plus gives him a free shield
May song bring us
Suction's
victory.
trying.
on his ultimate.
hell's Deception's
Robin's
crown.
increases all type resistance shred by 24%, which is insane and probably one of the best Eidolons in the entire game. And
Wrestling it
ratios
all
gives
together.
him 10% crit rate and 20% crit damage. It's probably the weakest of all of those, but it's no slacker.
Stand down. Answer me. 0 points. You fool! That won't stop me.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
How often do you want to be using Robin's skill?
What?
How often do you want to use Robin's skill?
Do you see her?
Isn't it just like Tingen?
No, it's not. It's like
That's
Ron
for
is.
3 turns, okay.
Do you look at her at the bottom there?
That's all you got?
When those dots go away, when the dots go away, you use your skill. You don't need to use it any more than that.
Yeah, just remember to
I'm
look for the dots.
question. A test. Failed.
Also, she'll have a particle effect
Step up, let's see ya.
when she has the effect.
Time for some hardship.
She doesn't.
No. Answer me.
He's there with Akron.
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
Can't believe your ratio does more damage with
But
the skill
why
than
aren't
mine
the
does.
other?
Unlike in the Sweet
What?
Dream,
Isn't yours
people
built
here
for
don't see
fall
memory
attacks?
zone memes as
Yeah, mine
dangerous
does like way
monsters.
more follow-up attack
And
damage, but
even if they pose a threat,
that's because I got the
people can
silly
easily escape by forcing a
Topaz
wake-up
Adventuring
call.
Robin lore
But we can't just leave this
of
man
like
here.
increasing follow-up attack damage by
We
like
can ask Jesse for help.
A million.
over
I've gotten to know many
120%.
locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe
it's
it,
the silly
but
follow-up
this place
attack.
feels like the real dreamscape.
Whereas Topaz gives you 50%
Yo,
follow-up attack
Nancy,
damage
how's it
for free
going?
on her own, which is the craziest thing about it.
Nice doing business with you, Nancy. No.
I
Where
knew
are
you
you?
couldn't hold your liquor. Tried to warn you.
New area.
Yeah. A new area. Holy
There's
smokes, I
multiple?
just ulted the second boss in Golden Gear. Oh, one ulted. Oh shoot, nice. Wait, what difficulty though?
What do you mean one ulted? Don't they have 3 phases?
Oh, 3 ult. 3 ulted. How do I... Ah! So you one ulted the final phase of the second boss. Did I get that right?
Let's see how you handle a stroke of genius like this.
Oh, Jesse.
Evening,
All right.
Jesse. Is it evening?
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse. This man has had quite the shock. Could Could you help me find a Halovian lady march? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
A
think-
Halovian lady?
When there, I
That
feel
must
like
be
there's
Robin.
like a story bit
She's also
that'll take
here
a
in
while. I'm
Reflux
probably
Reef.
going to
Huh?
BRB
Robin?
and
But I thought she... Oh, right.
cup bottle
If
thingamajig.
Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened.
'Cause,
But before that,
Himiko
let's
is-
meet up with Himiko. You were with her earlier, right?
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems.
gotta love caffeine.
I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Himeko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going. This is where we split up. She can't...
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye
I
on
can
you
feel
since
an
the day you
introduction
arrived in
coming
Penacony.
up.
We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself.
Gravekeeper.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating.
Never
Everyone
mind,
here
I'm not
mostly
seeing
keeps to
a-
themselves, without meddling in others'
seeing anything come
affairs.
up.
My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
Okay. No, I'll go now and grab the drink. What I'll do in the meantime, these are the songs that play. Should have a beer geek in there. Yeah, well. We change food to okay, beer beef. Wait. but not fully. We still gotta add to the drink. Then I gotta shake it. Like that one song. Alright. I'm not back yet. Still gotta go get milk. Oh, hello, you're gonna go. Did you try the lightning Robin Sparkle Growing Up Blade? I only have 2 of those characters. Robin Sparkle, that is. I was going to tell you to guess, but you'd probably guess Robin Growing Up. Yep, I'm dead. See ya. Haha. Figure sick. Upload that kind and then I'll die. And,
Why is that?
That took a long time. One hell of a long time. But I'm back. Alright. I'm back. Okay. I am back. That took a while.
Cool.
Welcome back.
It took a while. Alright.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble
Lord
upon this
the
place,
music.
you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream.
I do
chaos.
love Robin's songs.
So, guardian of sorts.
Isn't Robin
Were you talking
kind
to
of
me,
like
Mr. Yang?
Doesn't Robin have references to Marilyn Monroe? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Or
On
is she
that
herself a
note,
reference
Mr.
to
Mika,
Marilyn Monroe?
which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we
Yeah.
arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr.
did?
Yang, I'll take you
You never
there.
know.
I have a feeling you might find something of interest there.
Dead?
But
or
before
like
that, you have
dead?
an important guest joining you.
An important
Hey,
guest.
hey, Mr.
Who could it
Mr.
be?
City.
Yo.
This way, please.
What?
The roads here in Dreamflux Reef
did you
are a
my-
bit run
Oh.
down, so watch your step.
I said hello,
You did say hello.
but it seems like you.
Yeah, he did. He did actually say hello.
You did say
is
hello.
true.
I'm going to assume
Oh,
that
are you
means
are you
though.
shooting handies too now?
What?
Nice. You should get the axe.
I'm not too.
Not very
see
far. I've not
the-
played very much.
How long of a clip is it?
Terran Shop or Hestia?
What kind of build are you doing? Oh, cast? Cast
I
build.
remember when this
You could only get a boon.
Face or here.
It'd be
I have no-
better to go Hestia.
This man. Not declaration, definition. Still learning these songs.
There she is.
Fire. Why do I keep calling Robin Fire?
Everyone sang so wonderfully.
Do they just
It's
look
not
alike?
often that I tried this music
No.
style,
Not
but
really.
I've gained some valuable insights from it.
I know.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a
Wait.
few days.
It was nothing, Grace.
Oh,
I
my
learned
Omega
to talk them
special
how
got
to sing.
upgraded.
It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids,
Can you just like Google clip
reluctant
of
to
the
leave.
team? Or
but I've explored
It seems you truly are a child of the
Sad.
harmony.
somewhere?
Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to
Never
work at
fought
a
her
nutrition
before, so
center
this is
in the
gonna be
outer
interesting.
ring of Penacony.
Yeah, you're
And
probably gonna
as for
die
Gary,
on your
he's been
first fight.
with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the
It's actually a
family.
difficult fight.
If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their
There's
own strength.
Shadow clones?
And
Interesting.
me, an old lady with no
Yeah.
legs. Well, without this dream,
So essentially, you can't
I couldn't
waste.
even walk toward them.
Use your special
I'm
before
glad that you
attacking,
found a new life here in Penacony. It's just
because your special has
Don't
range.
worry, Robin. Dreams have their
Good,
significance,
because I have
but
special-
they
a
aren't
special
everything.
As well
Both
as
the
I can.
children and I understand
It's to see which one
this.
is real.
No matter how long we fly through this dream,
I should probably
One
mention
day
that they're
we
playing
turn to
Hades
reality.
too.
but you know what?
However,
Emma and Gary aren't
Sorry about
plagued
that.
by their
However, I
insecurities
do want to
anymore.
stay
No,
in the
and
VC.
Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged,
Go.
then we share our wings with one another.
I was cooked with Robin.
There's no need to covet an illusory sky.
I love her say.
Because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
God,
Since you're here,
if I can stop one heart from
can we
breaking, you
assume
got
that
walking into my
you're fully
world.
aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony,
Honestly, all the
my voice
songs
started
that
to change
Starrail has
until it gradually
the
faded
vocals
away.
go hard.
At first,
All of them?
I thought it was a temporary
I'd say
ailment,
none of them are a miss.
perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. And losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or
I keep
traitors,
forgetting what the harmony
abandoned their original
stands
principles and,
for.
using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. Naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
I see.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone.
Starrail and Get should have very good stories, I feel like. However, I do like
Heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents.
Just what I was
while still
hoping
claiming
would
to uphold
not
it.
happen with this bottle.
I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family. And who exactly it was who betrayed us all.
Irritating.
Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Oh. Interesting.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here?
Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail.
No hints. Give no hints.
Why don't we find
I
something
want
soft
no
and
spoilers
make a nest for it?
of any
This
sort.
place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
What? His voice
I
sounds
do.
sarcastic.
But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds, they should be flying free in the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story.
I don't like this man's voice.
As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground, so to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
We will take good care of it, won't we, brother?
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky, only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up. Huh? Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh?
That's
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak Family Head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
Ooh.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it
I'll
should
be
familiar to all of
less,
you.
but I still have to BRB. Because with my drink, when I try to drink it, it leaks. I don't want that. So, I'm going to try to fix it. So give me a sec. Keep playing. Just, yeah. Wildfire.
Wrapped in biting wings, hearts will never bleed, frozen and banished out of greed. In their restless dreams, they try so hard to breathe. Pulses flutter and sting within this bleakness. Pain will come
Here's some bones. No.
We made a choice, go fight against your fate. Pain will come with the pain. Pain will wake up the despondent crowd in this storming world somehow. Unsheath the sword not to kill. Unsheath the sword to end those clouds above the ground. Wake up, it's time to gather now.
Again, sorry. Should be fine now.
We made a choice, go fight against your fate. Pain will come with the pain. Pain will wake up the despondent crowd in this storming world somehow.
I think it's good.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized.
Honestly, I'm probably
Not just
going
on the
to
small stone
stay
tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time.
until I have a question, in case I have a
However,
question.
today, the
Or
planet of
until someone
festivities
else
is nothing
joins, or
but sweet
you
dreams.
guys-
That heavy piece of history is
Something like
all a
that.
distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the
What's
title
the
of
temperature right now?
Trailblazer. They spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But
What direction is
what
the
about
wind
this
blowing?
tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive.
82 degrees.
However, he insisted on erecting a
Maybe I
monument for himself,
will
saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
Spools. actually, before I do, what is my pity hero? Let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Nope, didn't make it. So give me a sec. I'm curious about this. Increases the wearer's crit rate by 8%. Oh, that's just for Akron, okay. That was for Black Swan. Perfect timing, swordplay, yeah. Okay. That's the same thing there, yeah.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy, inviting different factions, and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
Someone is manipulating the Stellaron?
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with Stellarons. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. You think of the memory zone as the sea. Creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With 2 of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front line. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour Systems family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
Oof.
Hello, good evening. I'm Robin. a singer from the family. I hope this piece of music matches the steps of Miss Black Swan's dance. I'll leave the enemies behind us to you then, Mr. Gallagher. Don't worry, I'll always be with you. Miss Black Swan Strategies and Miss Black Swan Strategy. A label from Epsilon has produced a few albums for me, and even invited me to live there for a while. The vibe of the planet feels quite similar to Penacon. Listen to the final song of life.
I'm curious about this. Here.
Let's kick it up a notch. Don't move, okay? Watch this.
No, where's film spiffy?
Let's play hide and seek. 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer? You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 1. I'll play the bad guy.
Alright.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed, for the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Ain't nothing to fear no more. We'll win. Heroes never back down. Peace was never an option. Going up against the Dream Master? Nah, that's right. Peace is never an option.
Exactly! It's time for the crew to save the world once more!
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
How far does it go? Pretty far.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him, not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Oh, Adventuring's token.
Huh. I knew it. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes
Honestly,
wrong, don't worry about me.
Father,
Just make sure
mother,
to seal the
children.
Stellaron.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did.
Don't you have something else?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is legwork. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express, and I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Ah, you're making me blush with the flatteries. Keep them coming. Of course. My reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseballer supremacy.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
You're full of energy.
Hell yeah.
Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink. As for the last nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
Let me actually open up the data bank. I want to look at some stuff. First off, the Aeons. We got... the Trailblaze. Killer V. There are 3 directions on the compass of destiny. The unknown, the known, and the unknowable. They can tolerate the unknown, but will never bow to the unknowable. Actively left the isolated world of Pagana and continued to expand the unknown edges of the universe, trying to find an endpoint of the Tree of Existence. Fortunately, destiny was abruptly ended due to an accident. Laying down the silver rail that linked worlds together in a sea of stars, and leaving behind countless legends. It's a lot of text. I'm interested. So, not right now, but maybe later. Ha. Makes sense.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
The buildings are being risen? That was interesting.
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last nameless of Penacony, Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
So he was also a watchmaker? I just want to make sure I'm not missing any chests here. What over here? I'm not feeling too good. I'm not gonna do that.
Sure enough, the watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Well, let's have a look.
Word sees Himiko nods ever so slightly in your direction. Take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the watchman. Touch the dream bubble and viscous Moria covering converges under strain. It stretches outward from your fingertips, as if weaving a delicate web gently cradles your palm. The chill travels from your fingers, carrying it with a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. This time, you see nothing wrong. Dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong, you think, holding your breath and closing your eyes. One knee on the ground, with your forehead against the thin film coated in form. Before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending months, no chaotic mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing. And most of all, no traces of trailblaze. There's nothing, and nothing is there. Indubitably, there's nothing. There's but an empty dream.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism. That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Root Hill.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom, a new nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Oh, fudge! Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the Express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Everything here is...
Oh, Sabrina.
The Charmony Festival is about to start.
Hey! You guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. But I heard it's a lot of fun!
Well, back in my home world, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time.
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-Amber Era event.
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain.
Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two.
I was trying to see if you could see like kinda.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayahi Federation, and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Wait, you haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival. At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, you're
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
Deep secret, deep secret.
Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder if sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves. Definitely not a good sign.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed VIPC, bro? If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality,
a secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boothill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
This dream's quite crowded. Make sure.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so you can rest there while you wait.
See? Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Yeah.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Soul glad, shaken, not stirred.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Hasdana's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Hasdana's White Oak. I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and she hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Hinam Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice. It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor. Just 1 minute.
Does have good demeanor.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, it really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests. Please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools. If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, The faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in their right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish. Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their luck's arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason, which I can't figure out.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly unusual. Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge, they even break their own rules. But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
Shipei's,
It may not necessarily be Shipei, but there's definitely some higher entity involved.
Harmony, right?
I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers? It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavili's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities, even with limited insight and judgment.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important-looking guests?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take their identities.
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
Wait, are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
No.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdana's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak? But didn't you just say...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdana's White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your memo keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well, fork me. It says Donna's White Oak, all right. And there's a note. I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But
Someone died.
before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection
Oh,
as
how
a
long do you
memo
think you're
keeper.
going to be continuing the story?
As for Acheron's story,
Probably honestly a long time. I want to get far into it, if possible, finish it. Why?
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you want to watch something at some point.
I'd be down. But also, yeah.
I'm sure she knows
Okay,
it
then,
better
maybe.
than I do.
Oh, Acheron.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
Garden of
I apologize.
Recollection
She did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals, namely all of you.
Trustworthy?
Son of a nice lady.
You think I'm dumb or something?
I didn't know you could feel like that.
Son of a nice lady.
Put bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like
Oh, fudge
I'm willing
records.
to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all. Well, let me share a story with you. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples
So the wind is
of
blowing
possibilities.
southeast.
These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of
It's currently
humans.
81 degrees outside. 79. Do I...
What's the temperature in your house?
I don't know. In my room, probably like...
Open the window?
75.
I don't know. Just open it. Try it out. What's the problem?
Also true. If you don't like it,
What's wrong with
And
opening
for
your window?
some,
Like, if it's too hot
their
after opening the
presence
window, you
leaves
can close it.
such a strong mark that it's
That's too much
reflected
effort.
in the waves.
It's just an easy change to make. Just do it. Try
Those
it.
shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the
our critical
past
thinking
struggers,
skills are not that great.
they emerge from the
Your critical
depths
speaking
of
skills
IX,
are not that great.
seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeated the actions of their past lives.
If the window goes open,
They
it stays open.
emerge from the
That's our
nihility
thought process.
and head toward it, leading purposeless lives.
Being an obvious thought process is if the window goes open,
However,
it stays open.
Yeah.
Hollow
You're not
phantoms,
breaking your window off.
they were
Just
once my
sliding it
dear
open.
companions
I don't slide it open.
Like,
You crank it open.
of Galaxy
you
Rangers.
got a weird window.
Are you watching over them?
Most of the windows.
Watching over them? No.
Your mine slides open?
I'm guiding
Mine
them
slides open.
toward
Does yours have a screen at
transcendence.
Yeah.
It was
Screen on the
a
inside.
brutal war. A crusade that
Inside?
shook
Yeah.
the universe.
Not on the outside.
The universe
Well,
witnessed
the window
the
were
fall
to
of
be cranked to
Zero,
open
the
out
Lord Ravager.
inside.
Alright.
It came at a price.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not used to crank windows. Crank windows are weird.
A price.
The only
So
crank
I
windows
thought
I
you
know
had,
are
I thought you had
Only
a
those
crank. Well, I guess that would be
who were
cranking
there
down the window or the
still
car.
remember. The unwavering
But that's it.
determination of the Hunt followers persists even
enough,
in
though.
death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were
Oh, those
here
aren't branches.
for their
Those are
time,
hands.
and they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks
Oh,
have
the
to be
nice
done,
lady.
even if they are pointless.
You back on Star
I can help you.
For what?
He seems
the
like
meaning
an
of the
interesting
mentality.
character.
That's what I've been seeking.
To say it like that, he's probably not an interesting character.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits
If I
to
said
ordinary
things
souls,
not
right?
cowardly, would I be saying it in my own
Thank
words,
you,
my own
stranger.
voice, my
I wish that you find what
truly
you
is.
seek.
He seems like
Son
an
of a nice-
interesting
Before we part
character
ways,
than
I
not
have one more question.
like a good thing.
own. With
It is true that their actions
all of my
and
feelings,
even their entire lives
my
may seem
admiration,
less
my
from our
Apparently you have
perspective.
none of that.
But if, and it's just an if,
you're correct.
if this is
Why
what
is
the
it you said
department
none
once
of that?
expected,
And I thought of Rebecca's
should we try to change it?
I don't.
A good
I don't
question.
know.
And a profound
I
one.
also don't know what you're talking about.
So it's not
I don't
insecurity,
know
it's,
the answer.
I said it insecure.
it's uncertainty.
What I do
What?
know
I'm saying
is
that it's
that
not
one
insecurity.
day
What's not
I
insecure?
too will pass away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
And when
talking
I
about
bid farewell
Rebecca's
to
just
this
back on
world,
KSI.
Yeah, but why'd you bring
Way
it
back
up?
when.
Someone
Because
Because of
will
what I said,
stand
how
at
I
my
said what I
grave
said.
Yeah.
And place a
Reminded
bouquet
him of
of
it.
flowers.
Or
Just
whatever
one
you
word,
wanted,
just
because
one
of the
He
word.
line.
didn't say insecure.
You did not say insecure.
Said a different word that reminded him of insecure.
No, not of the word
Or
insecure.
like-
When I appeared as a child,
But it
my
reminded you of the
speech,
distracted insecure.
mindset,
Did you
and
say none
soul
of that?
reflected immaturity and
I
innocence.
don't know. Dude, we got off track.
As I grew
I don't
into
know what I said
adulthood,
anymore.
I left
Oh God, I'm pulling a
behind my
champ.
childlike side.
If you're infecting.
I humbly request your blessings.
Okay.
Esteemed
So I
advocate
finally
of
spent
Shinpei.
20 minutes fucking unshelling some
Come
crabs.
to me, my kinship.
Shelling crab legs. But now
I
I
have
have
sought
buttered rice.
their
crab legs.
presence with us.
Oh, you have buttered rice and
As you wish.
crab legs?
What else? Is it
I
just
have
crab
faithfully
and just
served the
rice
Alfalfa
and just
family
butter?
for nearly
give
a
me some of
decade,
that.
promoting the
there's some
path
seasoned
of the
salt and pepper.
harmony to the best of my
Any
ability.
cayenne pepper? Any
However,
soy
I
sauce? Any
made a
salt,
mistake
pepper.
yesterday.
lemon? Any...
While I was preparing
Ooh,
dinner
There
for the
is some
family head,
seasoned salt
I
and
accidentally
What if you-
dropped a prepared dish
What
on
would
the
you think
floor.
of lemon zest in there?
Out of
That would be
laziness,
okay, but
I
I
lied
don't have any,
and
so
claimed that everything was
also-
ready.
I just spent
Although the
20
head
minutes
has
unshelling
dismissed me
crabs.
as punishment.
I don't want to add anything else. I'm
It
done.
has been
20
tough to
minutes?
sleep with the guilt
How many
still
crabs?
gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of
Mike,
evilness
this
may have
3
taken
sides?
root in my soul.
So 1.5
So,
crabs?
I confess to you now.
No, that's
to
something
seek
that
atonement for
I
my
always will
sins.
fight people on.
Do you
Is that,
not
like,
have like a tool
Do you
to
sincerely
snap
repent
the
and vow
like,
to
That's,
track
change
the-
that's
your
so
ways?
much more effort, too. I just use my hands.
Yes.
I was doing that.
Oh, you were doing it
Have
without?
you examined your soul
Cool.
and
Yeah.
confessed all
You-
your sins?
You do it long enough, you do it enough times, you get the hang of it.
Yes.
I did it.
Are you
okay,
willing
so
to
I went to Red
accept
Lobster a
the
while
process
ago,
of atonement?
right? I ordered a dish with crab.
Yes.
I
Never had
did
crab
that with one of the
Very
crab
well.
legs.
I don't
And
got
then I
Show your
used the tool.
dedication and
So
goodwill
much
to the
easier.
family,
God.
and you shall be reinstated
It is
among
easier,
them.
but it also is messy
Now,
and annoying.
Please,
really.
And then
leave in peace.
And then I don't think we have the tool anymore, but we used to. But we
Praise
only have
Sheep
one
Maid.
tool. And
thank
when
you,
5 people are trying to
esteemed
eat crab,
advocate.
you don't want to wait.
Next,
One person.
please step forward.
What?
I wholeheartedly
family?
confess to you. Please, pardon my
No,
sin.
No, I'm talking about what Avi said.
I don't know what
Rest assured, I
Make
have
one
implored
person do
their
it.
presence to
Why
be
would
with
you have
us.
one person do
As
something
long
when
as
there's
you are
5 people
sincere,
there?
Well, because you only have one
absolution will be
tool.
granted.
Okay, then have one person use the tool, and then 4 people use it with their hands.
No, I arrived
It's
in
not
Honkai
about
as a stowaway.
being productive or effective.
everything
It's
to
about
get a ticket,
the bonding
my
experience
house,
of
my land, and
doing an activity
my
together.
children.
Not the bonding experience
I
of
see.
crab jamming into your hand. and
Please,
causing
go on.
That's a
My
bonding experience if I've
children
ever heard one.
were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they
If
became
you don't have to get
slaves
stitches,
here.
then that's not a Thanksgiving.
If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here.
Terrariums.
It was all my fault. All my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners.
I apologize for
I'll
my
ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to
Fucking
live in
should.
fear anymore.
What the hell? Why would I do that?
Oh, thank you.
I've done nothing wrong to you.
Oh, what my heart is to redeem my children and make them part of the family.
I don't know what you could say.
Praise the harmony.
Like, what could you have against me?
Step forward.
I've done nothing to you.
Long time no see, Mr.
You know.
Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony.
Huh?
And the next
I'm
leader
actually
of the
confused
Oak
now, 'cause
family, right?
I can't think of anything.
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
There's nothing. I'm just fucking with you, Jim.
Sure. Let's just get this over with.
Like usual.
I have sinned. Please forgive me.
It's a very common
I wasted
thing.
half a pizza at breakfast.
Yeah,
Is that
and you fall
and
for
a
it
bottle
every
of
fucking
Soul
time.
Because I don't.
That's it. Nothing more.
Everyone's always like
Can we wrap this up? I've got a
being like
robo-ball game to
slightly
catch, you know?
rude. It's like, have I done anything wrong? And, like,
Do you
and they're like laughing.
seek
I'm like,
to atone for your sins
do
through
like
good
that.
deeds?
My sins?
Sorry,
Sure,
Jim,
to
but you're
sound
a
like a
very...
saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me.
no,
You think
somebody
nobody knows what your precious
Um,
family has done? About the watchmaker?
like ignored me for like a day because they
Kid yourself, Featherbrain.
thought that they
Those
could
dream
convince me
chasers
that
might
I'd
be
done
fooled
something
by
wrong.
your act, but don't
And
fool
I did end up
yourself.
apologizing to them for something that I didn't
Before you
do.
start spouting off
And I
your
cried,
verses,
and
answer me
they were like,
this.
"Oh my god, I'm actually sorry.
Where
I did
does
not
the
mean it."
power
But like,
of the Oak family come from?
it is what it is, you know.
Your power. What
They're
makes
not
you think
friends
you can
unless they
sit
cause
there
you
all
trauma.
high and mighty, looking down on everyone else?
I was just like, the
I've
fuck.
spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right?
Sorry,
I
that's
wanna-
best friend material right there.
Good luck with your election.
No.
And
What
don't
material?
make me
I don't want to talk
regret
to that
my
person ever
investments in
again.
you.
Best friend material.
Ah,
No.
yeah.
Oh, revered,
I've traumatized all of my
triple-faced
best
soul,
friends. Damn.
hear my doubts.
Maybe this is why I don't have many best
Who
friends.
can judge the strong when their
Because then
power
they try to
hides their
they try to
crimes?
traumatize you. I'm just like, no, go away. I don't want.
Who can vouch for the weak
Well,
when they will pay any price
you
to
realize
survive.
I've been slowly traumatizing you.
Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get
You
led
haven't done that
astray?
much.
Sit slowly.
If the
You want me
strong
to speed it up?
defending the weak is truly the
Not
foundation of
particularly.
paradise,
Want me to fucking ruin you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
who
You-
is
Oh,
responsible
steady.
for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Not yet, anyway.
Avi said send me his address.
Bobby doesn't know my
Brother?
address.
Brother?
Fine, I'll go ask your brother.
Brother, are you
He
alright?
won't give it to you.
Hey, I gotta traumatize
not-
your brother. Can you send me
Fine.
your address?
I've been working long hours,
No.
and I just made a trip
How
to
do you think
Dreamflux
that
Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts. But it'll all be over before we know
What,
it.
You've been working
you
nonstop
expect
on the
to say
Germany
yes,
Festival,
I'd love
Mr.
for you to
Sunday,
traumatize
and no
my
one
brother
could
for
have
me.
predicted this incident. Even if the
I don't
Stellaron
know
does
your
pose a
relationship
grave
together.
threat, I still
My
feel
sister
sorry
would
for all
probably
the
say
trouble
yes to
we've
the
caused you.
heartbeat.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to
If you were
spread
to say
joy
it for
and
my other
harmony
brother,
across the
I wouldn't
cosmos.
care.
But now
But
that
honestly,
we know
I
the
don't.
truth,
I feel like he'd
I'm afraid we'll have
traumatize
to
you
cancel
if you
it.
try to traumatize him.
It has always been
By that, I
our
mean
wish
he'd
to make everyone
actually,
happy,
beat you
so...
up.
We'll do our
Murder
best to
your family.
explain everything to the Dream Master.
That's okay.
I'm
Eat your
sure
bone
he'll
marrow for
understand.
breakfast.
Even if the negotiation
bone
does
marrow
not go
soup?
smoothly. I'll refuse to go on stage.
That's gross.
Without
like
the
bone marrow
Choirmaster, the
broth.
Harmonious Choir would not arrive.
I only
And the
like
Charmony
the
Festival
dimensional
would be
parts of
just
the
a grand
animal.
performance, and nothing more.
He'll
And
break
not like
open
you
the bone
fucking
with his
weirdos
teeth.
like
I'm
the
relieved
fucking...
to see your determination.
You guys are probably like my
You
grandma,
know,
like fucking...
since arriving in
try,
Penacony, we haven't had any
cowhead
contact
stew.
with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the
No,
heads of the
I
5 major
fucking-
lineages, but
My brother
the Dream
actually
Master
like,
is a
like
mystery
cow
to me.
tongue, and I'm just like,
The Dream
are you
Master
putting
rarely
that in the
grants an
fridge
audience,
right next to
even
my
for us.
shrimp?
But,
please
given the
don't.
urgency of the
And
situation,
it stunk up
he's
the
agreed
fridge
to meet
for
us
like
in
a week,
person.
and I was just like,
Perhaps you'll
What
be the
about
first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
pig feet?
I already know Avi would say
Let's
He's
hope
not a
we can
fish
reach
head,
a
and that was-
consensus
that was,
that
like,
satisfies
so
everyone.
nasty.
that's also gross.
Indeed.
It was,
let us hope so.
It's
The
about
eyes don't
time.
taste bad, but like...
There's
We'll
pig
have
ears?
to get ready
gross.
for the meeting.
No.
I apologize
No.
for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
No. Why?
Don't worry.
Pork rinds?
I'll be waiting here.
That's pig ears.
I don't like pork rinds.
Mr. Sunday!
I think they're nasty.
Hey, come over here!
Looks like someone needs help.
What, you think I was just gonna say
Let's
yes?
go check it out.
I agree. Amazing.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will end
You're welcome,
stream.
Avi.
Oh. I
So,
forgot.
just because I don't feel like streaming anymore, honestly. I don't feel like playing more of the story.
I'm surprised you've been streaming this long.
I've only been streaming for 2.5 hours, 240.
Okay, but sometimes you stream for like 30 minutes.
Rarely. I like to stream for at least an hour. Anyway, see ya. Bye-bye.